Hello, I'm Java, and I make videos about grand strategy games. Today, I'm collaborating with Paradoxinteractive to show you the new naval mechanics coming with Victoria 3, the Great Wave. So, let's get straight into it. One of the biggest additions is the ship designer. Instead of every ship being the same, now you actually decide what kind of navy you want to build. You can tweak things like armor, damage, speed, and supply. And depending on what you prioritize, your ships will perform very differently. So you could go for cheaper, more efficient ships, or invest into heavier, more powerful ones that are harder to take down. The important part is that you're not just building ships anymore. You're shaping your fleet around your strategy. On top of that, there's also the flagship. You can take one of your ships and turn it into the centerpiece of your navy. It stands out visually, but more importantly, it represents your fleet. If things go well, it makes your victories feel more impactful. If it goes badly, losing it is not something you want. So it's a small feature, but it adds a lot of identity to your navy. Another interesting addition is that ships are no longer just something you build and keep. Now you can transfer ships through treaties. So if you have older ships you don't need anymore, you can sell them. Or if you're trying to build your navy quickly, you can get ships from other countries instead of waiting to produce everything yourself. It basically turns ships into something you can trade diplomatically, not just militarily. Now, this is where things get really interesting. With Gunboat Diplomacy, you can back your treaties with your navy. When you're negotiating, you can threaten naval hostilities to push the other country into accepting. It makes your offer more convincing, but also it creates tension. And if they refuse, things don't immediately jump into a full war. Instead, you enter a period of naval hostilities, where you can start acting aggressively at sea without escalating everything right away. And finally, we've got a few new naval missions. I'll keep this quick, but they're actually pretty important. Port bombardment. Phew, that's a hard pronunciation. Instead of just blockading, you directly damage coastal states, making it a more aggressive way to pressure your enemy. Piracy. Let's use scheme value from trade routes passing through the area, so your fleet can literally profit from disrupting global commerce. By the way, only unrecognized nations can do this one. Privateering. Similar idea, but tied to wartime. Targeting enemy trade in a more official way. Hunt pirates. The counter to all of this. Sending your fleet to secure sea routes and deal with pirate activity. So overall, this update makes navies feel way more important. You're not just building ships and waiting for war anymore. You're designing them, using them for diplomacy, projecting power, and constantly interacting with the world through your fleet. So if you want to see more about Victoria 3, make sure to subscribe. Go watch the next video where I cover Japan's narrative content and how its transformation is represented in the game.